Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
Dog, check on Ox. 2. Roger, let's crank and meet back on Pry 125.6 at taxi time. 2.
Francisco Saipan International Airport. Automated weather observation. 2235 Zulu. Wind 250 at 16 knots. Peak gusts 20. Visibility 3. Sky condition broken. 1700. Temperature 27 Celsius. Altimeter 29995. Remarks. Density, altitude 2,200. Thunderstorm. Information not available.
Dog, check on Pry. 2. Roger, Tinian traffic. Dog flight of 2 A-10s is taxiing from the southwest ramp to runway 26, Tinian. Dude, seriously? Okay, HUD brightness is all the way up. Dozer, my HUD just shit the bed and my TACAM's also acting up. That damn transient alert crew chief had my canopy open and my cockpit is full of water. I'll tell you what, man, why don't you lead us out of here today? I don't know what other gremlins I've got going on in this cockpit, and with the weather being as skosh as it is, I'd feel better with you leading us down to Anderson today.
No problem, man. You sure you want to take the jet? We could try to get maintenance up here to take a look.
Well, the HUD technically isn't even a primary flight instrument, even though I love using the thing. I figure we can get some of our maintenance dudes down at Anderson to take a look, and if they need parts, it'll probably be faster to get it on Guam than trying to get a part up on Rhoda. Besides, if this cockpit dries out, it'll probably start working again.
Roger that, man. Sounds like a plan. Tinian traffic. Dog flight of 2 A-10s is taxiing from the southwest ramp to runway 26, Tinian. You ready to roll, man? Everything else working okay?
Yep, I'm good to go. So far, so good. Just get us down to Anderson and we'll give the jet back to maintenance. Oh, and if we end up being broke down there for a day or two, we can grab stir fry from that base bowling alley.
Solid plan, all right. Tinian traffic. Dog flight of 2 A-10s is departing runway 26, taking the runway now, Tinian. Takeoff interval is at your discretion, but you might want to give me a few potatoes on this wet runway. Feel free to snuggle up close, though, once we're airborne. This weather's going to be iffy.
Roger that.
Push pry 3 and let's go to 300 knots. Guam departure. Dogflight is a two-ship of A-10s. We're VFR southbound from Tinian to Anderson. Request flight following. Dogflight, Guam departure, radar contact. Are you guys able to maintain VMC? Departure, we're right under the weather, but I think we'll be fine. If we need to pick up a short-range IFR clearance, we'll let you know. Roger that, Dog. Maintain VMC. 2, push, Aux 9. Sentry Ops, Dogflight of 2 Warthogs, checking in. We're southbound to Anderson for our appointment.
Dog, roger, they're expecting you. You have a PPR for Anderson, and they want you guys to park on the southwest ramp. Check in with Venom Ops on 263.5 when you clear the active down in Anderson. They'll have the details for you and can arrange crew trans to the skiff. You're cleared off frequency, but monitor guard. We may have a small tasking for you guys southbound.
Sentry, Dogflight copies, Dog 2, monitor guard, and push back Aux 1. Dog, check Aux.
2.
And what's your read on all these three-letter agencies poking around the local area?
Yeah, man. POTUS is greenlighting a full-court press on the narco-terror network. It makes sense if you think about it. These narcos are getting their precursor chemicals from the Chi-Coms and pushing that opioid poison on Americans. Between the fentanyl and the meth, we need to start doing something.
Yeah, roger that. Just didn't expect to see them working inside our AO last night, and especially didn't expect them to be flying around in a Russian-marked hip.
Well, dude, they're shadowing the smuggling routes and trying to choke off the pipeline. I mean, you heard the brief last night. These islands are already dealing with enough without getting flooded by that garbage. I imagine the hip is just subterfuge or some kind of offset cover.
Copy. So what do you suspect today's big brief is all about?
Probably just more debriefings from the brass and another reminder to keep the OPSEC tight. But you've seen the sit reps. The gloves are coming off with these narcos. Looks like we're about to have front row seats to the fireworks before it's all over.
What do you make of this weather?
Well, it's kind of VFR-ish. I mean, we're definitely scud running today, but as long as it doesn't get any worse, we'll be fine. The good news is all the bug smashers are grounded today.
I'm not nearly as worried about the bug smashers as I am all the reapers buzzing around these islands.
Yeah, no shit. That one the other day was close.
Raj, well, we've got the IFR approach plates for Anderson on our kneeboard. Might want to have the ILS Zulu to 24 left handy.
Yeah, good idea. With my TACAN acting up, the only viable instrument approach I've got is the ILS.
You want to grab an IFR clearance now just for shits and giggles?
I don't know, man. We're already with approach for flight following. I say let's just press south a bit. Maybe it'll get better.
Famous last words.
Right.
Dogflight on guard. This is Sentry Ops. Come up on 267.95.
2, pushed aux 9. Again.
Roger, Dog. NBG-C2 is reporting 3 PLA Navy ships encroaching on the territorial waters of Guam. The Coast Guard is shadowing them with a cutter and an HC-130, but National Command Authority wants to send a stronger and more firm message. You guys ought to go do a show of force and see if you can get them to alter their course to the west. How copy?
Dog, copies. Can you give me a grid reference or a coordinate?
Roger, they're at north 1421.78 east 144.36.23, transiting south about 12 knots.
Dog, copies. We're Buster to north 1421.78 east 144.36.23.
Damn, if it's not the narcos, it's the Chi-Coms. Who knew there'd be so much action out here in the middle of the Pacific?
Roger that. So what's it like flying without a HUD?
Not bad, actually. Takes me back to UPT flying on the six-pack. Kind of a nice change of pace.
Roger that. Alright, man, let's drop down low and give him the old Warthog whine.
2, copy.
2, cleared fighting wing.
Altitude, altitude. Altitude, altitude.
Tally 3 ships right on top of each other, 12 o'clock, 14 miles.
2, tally. There's also a coasty herc just under the cloud layer out there.
Dogflight, this is Kingfisher 2-2. We're a coasty HC-130 overhead. How copy?
Speak of the devil. Yeah, Kingfisher, this is Dogflight. Go ahead.
Roger, Dog. We've been shadowing these guys for a while and trying to hail them on guard, but they aren't budging. Maybe you guys can convince them to turn west.
Well, we're certainly not as intimidating as the Fat Amy's, but we'll give it a try.
Fat Amy.
Disregard, Kingfisher. Inside joke. We're like 2 mics out.
Roger that, Dog. Give them hell. Chinese frigate 515, operated north 1422, east 14436. Alter your course immediately to the west. I say again, Chinese frigate 515, alter your course to the west immediately.
U.S. Navy and Coast Guard. Leave immediately and keep off so as to avoid any mislanding.
Chinese frigate, you're operating within the confines of U.S. territorial waters and you are a threat to safe navigation. Alter your course immediately to the west.
U.S. Navy aircraft. Philippine military aircraft. I'm warning you again. Leave immediately, or you will therefore responsibility for all the consequences.
What in the hell?
Yeah, dude, I don't know. To be fair, his English is better than my Chinese.
Alright, dude, I'm going to take us close aboard down there port side.
Man, you're starting to sound like a naval aviator. Port and close aboard? I'm impressed. In the Air Force, we just say, I'm going to buzz them down the left side.
Roger. Yeehaw! Anybody on deck down there?
Pull up, pull up.
Alright, Sentry, we buzzed them once, but they aren't turning. We'll give them another pass.
Roger, Dog. NBGC-2 is requesting you drop flares on them.
Dog copies. Break, Dog 2. Dispense flares on them. My CMS is bent again.
2, Wilco.
Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up.
Dog 2, flares, flares, flares.
Sentry Ops, these ships have made a turn to the west. Dogfight needs to RTB to Anderson for our briefing.
Pull up, pull up.
Roger, Dog. Nice work. We'll let the brass know you're running a few minutes late. Cleared off frequency.
Copy that, Dog. Push button 1 aux. Two, check aux.
2.
Dog 2, rejoin. You can fly a wedge, but you might want to tuck it in fingertips. This weather's a bit iffy.
2.
Well, we may not be as scary as the Fat Amy's, but those Tricoms sure had a change of heart when we showed up on the scene.
Can you blame him, man? I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of the Avenger. Ever.
Yeah, roger that. They probably didn't enjoy your M206 red-hot magnesium flares landing on their deck either.
Well, they should do a better job steering clear of our territorial waters next time.
Yeah, maybe they will now.
You're probably right, but I kind of hope they do come back. I ain't gonna lie, that was pretty fun. Hard to believe they're paying us to do this.
2, confirm dispenser secure.
2, dispenser secure.
Well, at least all this rain will help wash out the salt spray from flying low over the ocean.
Yeah, good point. We can also check with maintenance debrief and see about running them through the bird bath later this week.
2. I'm going to jump on over to Anderson Atis and check the weather. Hang out here with approach. I'll be right back. Alright man, Anderson's landing 24 left, the wind's 250 at 15, 3 miles, 1700 broken, 299.5, ILS approaches in use.
Copy all, 299.5.
Raj, monitor price 3, I'm going to grab us an IFR clearance. Approach, the weather's starting to crump. Request a short-range IFR pickup. We'd like vectors for the ILS Zulu 24 left into Anderson. Roger, dog. You're cleared to Anderson Air Force Base via radar vectors. Climb and maintain 2,200 feet. Fly heading 150 for now. Dogs climbing to 2,200 feet on heading 150. How's your jet doing, Gumby?
It's all right, but I'm ready to put this thing down on a deck. That ceiling keeps coming down.
Gumby, how do you copy on Ox?
Yeah, I've got you 4x4.
Dog 2, how copy on Pry? Approach, it looks like my number 2 is Nordo. We'd like to continue with vectors for the ILS, but I'm going to give him the lead and form up on his wing. Once he's down safe, I'd like to go mist and get vectors back around for the ILS to 24. Roger that, dog flight. Information India is current for Anderson, altimeter 299.5. Turn right heading 190, 2,200 till established. Clear the ILS Zulu to runway 24 left at Anderson. Dog 2, fly the published missed approach. Contact Anderson Tower at Wesock. Heading 190, 2,200 till established. Clear the approach to 24 left, 299.5. 2 in the blind. Close Pry 6. Anderson Tower, dog flight of 2 Warthogs is inbound. Wesock. Gear in transit for 2. Lead is Nordo and will be full stop. Number 2 will fly the published missed approach once lead is wheeled down.
Dog, roger that. Dog leads clear to land. Dog 2, clear to low approach. Fly the published mist.
Dog copies, lead clear to land. 2 clear for published missed approach.
Dog 1 in the blind, short final, gear down, full stop, for the left.
Dog 1, roger. You're still coming in broken, but cleared to land 24 left.
You gotta be kidding me.
Altitude, altitude.
Dog 1, clear the active and push over to Anderson ground. Ground will be clearing you via the Alder Slam. Dog 1 in the blind. This is Anderson ground. Per your Sentry Ops, taxi to hangar 27 near the southwest ramp.
Park it right here, sir. Go ahead and shut it down. That bread truck behind me will take you to the skiff. I understand your radios are in op? Roger that, Chief. The chat is code 3. The HUD is in op. My TAC end is hit or miss. And now both radios are Tango uniform. The icing on the cake is the ILS shit itself in the weather on short final. Roger, sir. We'll get you fixed up. We'll do a maintenance debrief with you over at the baseball and alley in about 2 hours. They've got the best stir fry and the coldest pitchers of beer you've ever had. Roger that, Chief. I'll see you guys there.